Hi everyone, I'm Emi Gal. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm Romanian. Moved to London 2 years ago to move my company, my third company, here. My first company I started in Romania. It was an outsourcing company, a software development company building applications and websites for people in the US, Europe. And I grew that over the university. Didn't study much because I was building a company, and so teachers cut me some slack. And it was acquired in my last year of university, so that was quite good for me. I then started another company called BrainTV, one of the first online TV channels in Romania, which very successfully went bankrupt after about a year and a lot of money pumped into it. So that was the moment when I decided to do something else. I decided not to ever go into content ever again in my life. And I started Brainient, moved to London, and went from there. And Brainient is a video advertising technology company. So we create technology for the video advertising space. And we have two products in the market right now. One of them is the only personalized video retargeting platform out there. So if once Ronan goes and looks at a bright orange tie on ASOS, we will chase him online and show him a video ad with someone wearing that tie, reminding him to go back. And that's our fastest growing product right now. We also have another product which is an interactive video advertising platform. So we work with companies like BMW and make their video ads interactive in order to enable you to book a test drive or download a brochure or interact with the video ad while you're watching it. We're a small team, well 15 people, but we're in 8 markets right now, probably the biggest in the UK, and growing very, very quickly. And I was quite surprised when I was invited to speak about Tech City and East London, because about a year ago I wrote a post, a column on the Daily Telegraph, basically saying that the whole Tech City stuff is all fluff marketing. I was based in Covent Garden back then, and I didn't really think that the East has anything to it really, other than a lot of people speaking about it. And then about 6 months ago we needed to grow, and we looked at East and realized, well, look, it's cheaper, so why don't we try that? So we moved into the T building in Shoreditch, and after moving, I started going to various places along the East area and meeting people, and I realized that the one thing that Tech City has right now, there's still a lot lacking, I think, but the one thing that has is the antidote for startup failure, which is smart people. Because if you have a lot of technology companies around you and a lot of smart people doing cool, interesting stuff, then you have a better chance to be told that what you're doing is actually crap and you should stop. And Tech City has this advantage of having a lot of technology companies, some of them very big, some of them not so big, but all with very, very talented people. And given this whole ecosystem, it's easier to realize when you're doing something wrong, because people will just tell you. If you go down to West End or Covent Garden, there aren't that many startup companies because it's more expensive. There are no events in that area where you can just go and have a beer with someone and talk business and such. So I think that's the one thing at the moment that is excellent about this area, besides the fact it's cheaper than in central London or West London. I think there's a lot to do still. I think there are problems with broadband all the time. One of the biggest companies in the area, Songkick, has been trying to get broadband into their office for 9 months, and BT won't do it because they don't have fiber optics in there or something, which doesn't sound like something very important, but when you have 50 people trying to connect to the internet because they are doing something on the internet, then it becomes a problem. The other thing I think we still don't have East is a lot of big companies, because big companies are the ones that push the economy or the spend up in the area. Google's moving in the area, luckily, which is going to be quite good. But if you're looking at the advertising industry, there are not a lot of media agencies or advertising agencies or companies with a lot of money to spend in the area so that the area grows, which I think is one area where the UKTI or Tech City can help. All in all, I do think that if you're a technology company, early stage, you're much better off here because it's cheaper, because you're around a lot of smart and talented developers or entrepreneurs, which can help you grow your company. And regarding the startups that pitch, I think the co-location stuff again is very, very cool, particularly because it's in this area, which means that it's going to give even better prices for startups to do it. I think that the data center stuff is quite interesting, yeah, I mean, I think the main advantage of being in this area is being along startups like this to advise each other and to help along. So the more the merrier, because it's all about the people. And the more we invest and the more projects like this appear in the area, the better we'll be off. And the one thing we'll see happening much more is also investors coming in this area. So Index Ventures, I think, recently moved their Index Seed part to the edited office, Seedcamp. The more startups in the area, the more investors we'll see as well, which is always good. And yeah, good luck to the startups. If I can help any of you with anything, just let me know. Thanks.